Hey, family, this is Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. What's up, family? Steve Copeland from B-More City. Steve Copeland from B-More City. B-More City. Boom. B-More City. Boom. B-More City. Boom. Boom. Boop. De boop. De boop. De boop. De boop. What's up, family? You know what? I'm trying to wait to make sure that my stuff is broadcasting to my other platforms. It normally sends me a notification to let me know that they are streaming, which if not, I'm already live, so I won't be able to go straight over to them to try to get them up. This is one way I can tell, family. Two, I always put welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the Couch Talk. The couch. And guess what? B-More's talk show. Couch talk show. Couch. And B-More. Can I do and B-More? And B-More. Y'all think I be joking about the stuff I do. This is passion. This is real deep for me. And it's not to say that what other people do is not important for them. Okay? It's just, I love doing what I do. I've been doing this for the longest time now. And the goal, the goal is to empower and embrace the community. My topic for today, I keep wanting to say the man in the mirror, but it's not. It's the person. And if you can see behind it, right, it's the person in the mirror. Do you truly love who you see? It's the person, and I'm talking about you, that's in the mirror. Do you love who you see? You have to answer this for yourself. The person in the mirror. Now I'm going to read this off. Loving the person in the mirror means intentionally building a relationship of radical self-compassion, acceptance, and respect for yourself. It is the ultimate foundation for all internal connection, ensuring you stop seeking external validation to feel your internal void. And that's a lot of people's biggest problem. We look for outside resources to make us feel whole and complete. And know what? I'm not just talking about y'all. I have done this basically for myself. You know, I always looked for substance on the outside to make me feel whole and complete about myself.
Am I black? What is going on?
Yeah, you might have to drop and come back up.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go all the way out because I can't see myself. So.
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's why when y'all hear me talk about my 12-step spiritual program, right? If you're not whole and complete inside of yourself, you're going to always welcome broken people into your life. And then you're going to start complaining about them because they not acting the way you think they're supposed to act, but they act in the way they know how to act. Broken, lost, and confused. Most healed people who have done the work, that's why right there it should say my 12-step spiritual program. Then it tells you 5 steps, right? Towards bettering your life. It's a process. What I start understanding, and it's not to knock nobody, so please don't get it wrong. I look at a situation, family, right? And it does say my 12-step spiritual program. I just wanted to be sure. Double check, because I always try to put my 12-step spiritual program. And the reason why, the reason why I put my 12-step spiritual program, because I know everybody is not on a religious basis. So you have to meet people where they at. But the couch talk, be more real. I keep on wanting to repeat the old stuff, but it's still there. Teen talk. Real conversation, real life stories. And you know what this helped me with, this real life conversation, real life story. A lot of people don't like talking about themselves. They good. They good at talking about everybody else. I'm listening to somebody the other day. This is 2026. Why do people stay stuck in Jim Crow? Why do people stay stuck in 1619 like they was there? Then again, I don't know, maybe you was. Why? I mean, you, we have not, a lot of us have not experienced personally what our ancestors went through. But we will put ourselves in that category every time to share their story. Well, that great, well, this was like 2000 BC, right? Before Christ. Yeah, my ancestors, they experienced. How you know all that? It was passed down information. Okay. Now I'm telling y'all, if that sounds ridiculous, imagine how it sounds to somebody like me. But I can only speak back from, I was born 1962 on up to now. You know, I can only speak from when my mind and my heart begin to be open. But anyway, I don't want to take y'all too far. I don't want to go too far out of whack. Stop. Stop. Start being honest with yourself. Be true to thyself. I can only, to be honest with y'all, share with y'all what I witnessed with my own 2 eyes. These are readers I got on this, why I could say with my own 2 eyes. You know, If I have not experienced it, I try not to go beyond it. Now, as a private investigator in Baltimore City, and a journalist and all that type of stuff, when it comes to news, I'm no different than Don Lemon. I'm just not making Don Lemon money. I'm no different than Oprah Winfrey. I only have a penny to that billion. Um, but when I look at people like Oprah Winfrey and all of them, they got a whole team of reporters and journalists and investigators and all that to go out and get information. I got to do all this stuff myself. So I need a team. So basically, what I do, I learn as much as I can. So when I come on my talk show, I can come with at least 80% of the truth. Might, to some degree, might not be 100, but it'll be dead on there close enough to get my point across. That's what we do as community activists. That's what we do as human rights advocates.
This was on my door today. You know this program?
Read it off to me.
It says Center for Urban Families, helping fathers and families work. Sounds like a nice program. I said, Steve probably know what he sees.
Helping fathers work.
Mm-hmm.
Probably do.
Yes. Center for Urban Families, helping fathers and families work. All in. 2201 North Monroe Street, Baltimore, Maryland. 21217. Okay. I just wanted to show you that real quick.
I guess you know what that sounds like. That sounds like what's his name?
He on the front. It looked like somebody's on the front in a suit, but he looked kind of tall, like he could have been a basketball player or something.
When you said Monroe, I'm thinking of the Food Project. And I'm trying to think of my man name that runs that father program out of there. But if I'm not mistaken, they on Payson, which is probably a couple of blocks over, because I know Monroe right there too. So it could be somewhat the same. Marcus. I'm thinking Marcus. Yeah, I'm thinking Marcus. I could say, what's that ringing? But yeah, I know a lot of them that has programs that they started for men. Stefani up Emerson have a program for men, fathers, and their children. And the same things, like I try to encourage men to get involved in your children's lives, no matter whether you and the mother get along or not. That's y'all bullcrap. Okay? So if certain people that I would come out and I would talk, I don't give a freak what attitude you might have towards the mother might have towards the father. Stop using the kids against that. That's y'all bull crap. Only reason why I'm saying this, there you go, get ready to share his story. Oh, yes, he is. 64 years old. Can't he tell you if my dad living or not? Sometimes I often wonder, do I have brothers and sisters? Why he never reached out to me? Stuff like that. See, y'all don't think like that.
I do.
I ain't saying you. I'm talking about some of them that do what they do. Now, as a result of that, right, and Barbara Jean Copeland raising Steve by herself and teaching me that men take care of their responsibility. I tell women that all the time. It flies right over y'all head. But man of all this, man of all, I'm like, huh? Well, Barbara Jean taught me very well how to cook, clean, sew. So you come in my life, you got a good man. But man of this, bye. That's where you stuck at, bye. Because I'm only trying to tell you all men aren't like that. Just like I already know all women ain't like that. You get it? And guess what? Look. I was a cheater. I was this. I was that. I was blah, 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 blah. But the reason why I'm saying that, family, I'm grateful. Now, as crazy as it may sound, that other women, when I was hurting the way I was hurting, opened up their arms to let me in. Now, it sounds crazy, don't it? But it wasn't. When you hurt and you looking for comfort in other people, you get it? They made themselves available to comfort me. So what I'm gonna be mad at them for? Well, that's because I've done some step work. That's when I go back to my 12-step spiritual program. No, well, actually, two wrongs don't make a right. So when I share my story, let me share my story. Cause look, if your man cheated on you or your woman cheated on you and you mad at all the women, I ain't mad. And I guarantee you, I ain't see it with my own two eyes that my wives cheated on me. Do y'all ever hear me talk about that? Know why? Because when I used to think about it, right, they probably doing this, they probably doing that. I had to shut up. Because you know who was doing it? I was doing it. And it was part of the guilt that I was feeling. I would point at them. But I couldn't throw it at them. Because that would have threw red flags. Oh, he must be. Because that's what people used to tell me. If they throwing this at you now, during this time, I wasn't. Not my first wife, my second wife. I wasn't. But I was steady being accused. For a couple of years into the marriage, I wasn't. She thought I was. Until I got called after I got ordained deacon. See, that's why y'all need to watch what you say out your mouth. Because when she called me a hypocritical bitch, I said, I'm going to fix you. But you didn't have to, even though she insulted you. A hypocritical bitch. I said, I'm going to fix you. And I went and I cheated. But guess what? I didn't fix her. I fixed me. I tore me apart. But what you mean? Because you went and cheated on her? No, I cheated on me. I sold myself short with somebody else. See, that's my true reality. Y'all don't like that. Because you went and took that body. Keep it up. You went and took your handsome body. At the time, you had your teeth in your mouth, so you was very, 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 very extra handsome too. You went and took your body, and you laid your body on somebody else. Hell yeah. And felt good too. In the moment. I ain't lying to myself. Y'all can lie to yourself. I was taught to my own self be true. I don't care if you like it or not. Be honest with yourself. Now, guess what? When I said that, I seen the man in the mirror. Are you all right with the person in the mirror? Nah. Now, y'all see why I put that topic there? Y'all see why I put that topic there? I had to learn to be all right with me. I had to learn to love me. No matter what stupid, crazy stuff I've done in life. Are you going to forgive me? Or do I have to learn to forgive me? Do I have to learn to, I had to learn to accept I'm a screw up. I'm a freak up. Well, put the other word there. I'm talking about me. Let me hear you talk about you. Woo, got you. I can relate. That's why when I sponsor men, that's why when I sponsor women, that's why when I work with women with children, that's why when I talk with our youth, the goal is to help them be honest with themselves. Who else they gonna be honest with? You. That's why I don't like coming on your show. Boy. And you don't like the truth. I was told the truth will set you free. That's why I share the truth. Set myself free. Where I can look in the mirror and say, Mr. Copeland, yeah, I love you. I love you too. Mr. Copeland, yeah, you're a handsome dude, I know. But you better make that daggone dentist appointment and stop playing around. I know. Because I'm getting tired of saying ye or he with your teeth. Y'all go tell them police that they had my niece run off and left all my stuff in that house and they threw my stuff away. And I came home from being over the bookings. And I had to buy everything all over again. All my suits, my ties, my shoes, my stepping out stuff. I had to buy it all over again. I had to buy it all over again. And I said I wasn't going to buy that much this time like I had before because I didn't wear a lot of the stuff. I had to buy brand new underwears. I had to buy brand new t-shirts. Because when I came home with the prison stuff on my body. Now, I'm guarantee you this, a lot of y'all can't kid and joke and laugh about stuff like that. Like I can. You know why? Because I ain't afraid of looking at the man in the mirror. I ain't afraid to look at the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. I ain't afraid to come on and talk about me. Oh, yeah. Know why? Know why I look, y'all? That's because I'm in the 12-step spiritual program, right? My 12-step spiritual healing and growth. And you know what? When I first came around 33 years ago, I went through all 12 steps in my first year. I wanted to get to know Steve Copeland bad. So I had to, I love the way Go OG put it one day, right? He said, running from those demons. I had to go inside and face me. Who else is you running from? So that's why when y'all hear me say my 12-step spiritual program, right? It's universal as far as that spiritual connection, that spiritual relationship, right? So I had to go inside. I had to get to know Steve. Most of all, to be honest with y'all, I was picking with my brother the other day, right? When I first started reading in Bible, I'm talking about my adult time, right? When I first got clean, I became this real religious man. Well, anyway, what I'm trying to get to, make a long story short, because y'all know I like making a long story longer. Y'all know me, I like to make a long story longer. I heard somebody say that the other day, I'm going to make a long story short. I said, I'm going to try that. Well, anyway, when I first started reading the Bible, be honest, I thought I was going to become a Muslim. I did. Great knowledge about it. Great knowledge and understanding of the Creator for what was taught to me at that time while I was studying and learning. The transformation came about, right? It was like God said, Steve, through my trials and tribulations, understand, because when you get to know the Creator, you're going to go through some stuff. He going to see it, do you really trust him? He going to allow you to go through trials and tribulations, even though he know you're going to fall down, you're going to roll over, you're going to flip out, or you're going to stand back up. I'm sharing a personal story. So as I was going through my process, right? All right, no problem. As I was going through the process, right? And then I'm reading the stories, how the spoken word. my 12-step spiritual journey, how the spoken word, didn't they write about the word, had become the written word. That's what you're reading in the Bible, right? The spoken word, which became the written word, had become the walking, the living, breathing, walking word. And if he did not allow you to see that, that's your problem, not mine. If he have not allowed you to see that transformation, that's your problem, not mine. Because I felt as though, be honest with y'all, when now I was reading in John, the book of John, right? And how it talks about the word became flesh and dwell amongst his people. How the word became flesh and dwell amongst his people. Now, mind you, it was like I read that, I read it, and I read it, I read it. And that 1001 time that bell went off. Bing! Something said, oh my God. I'm saying to me, the spoken word, which became the written word that we read about, had become the living, breathing word. I was like, oh my God. Now, I felt privileged. I felt honored because I know a lot of people don't see the transformation. But you know what some of y'all will do that don't see it? You'll come up and try to convince me where you at. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I know God worked with us in different ways. He worked with us different. So now, once he introduced me to who he became in the flesh, man, I felt part of the clique. Right? Special. Still do to this day. And if you don't feel like that, you should wonder why. You should wonder why. I ain't got to question it. Because I'm looking at my connection. I'm looking at my relationship. And then reading about him being in the flesh, right? And then losing his life so that we may have life. A lot of y'all need to understand grace and mercy. You don't, because I don't hear y'all talking about it, the difference in it. His grace was sufficient for us. We're walking and living in mercy for not rightly getting what we deserve because of our sinful nature. Now, when he was unalive, because he didn't have to do it, he had the power. He didn't use his heavenly powers to save himself. He took on. That was the first time he ever sinned, when he took on the sins of the world. Understand grace and mercy. You say you know Bible, right? You know scripture, right? Understand grace, the difference with grace and mercy. Not only that, I might just pull it up. He says, the sins you committed before you came to me are thrown into the sea of forgiveness. Maybe I need to repeat that again. He said, the sins that you committed before you came to me are thrown into the sea of forgiveness. I will never use them against you again. He said in the sea of forgiveness, right? So we're baptized by water. We get dipped to lead those into that sea. Because once you come up out of it, you're renewed. He said, I will never use them against you again. They old. That was before you knew him. He said, this time, your sins are justified by my unaliving. Because he already knew, no matter how we live, we wasn't going to be able to live in this flesh. No, Steve. No, Steve. No, Steve. I need some lotion on my arm. No, Steve. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. Obsessively and compulsively. Because what I begin to understand, he didn't say I couldn't do certain things. The point is, don't make it your God. Don't put nothing before me. So whenever you drinking, eating, lying, manipulating, and you get power out of this, and that becomes like your authority, you're putting it in front of him. Oh, I didn't just mess y'all up, did I? Well, then let me back it up, because he was telling me that. I don't know about y'all. He probably didn't tell y'all that. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. So as I begin to grow, a lot of the stuff I used to do, I don't do no more. A lot of the stuff I struggle with in my 30s, in my 40s. So you want to talk about deliverance? It's just for today, because tomorrow ain't promised. Do y'all tell people that? Because when people turn around and they surrender certain things, and they might get some clean time in that area under their belt, then you'll turn around and say, well, you never surrendered. Yes, I did for 30 years, a day at a time. I just managed to pick it back up. Just for the day. Okay? Because that's all we had. Dang, y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that's all we had. What time is it? 6:37. Thursday, June the 25th. That's all I have right now. Tomorrow ain't promised. 7 o'clock ain't promised. 6:45 ain't promised. I don't know. I'm handsome as all outdoors. Next thing y'all know, I might go, right? I don't know. I know right now at 6:38, it just turned 6:38. That's how simple I try to keep life. That's how simple I try to keep it. I'm telling you. And look, being honest with y'all, having the working knowledge of the 12 steps and stuff like that, the spiritual program, it just helps me, family. It just helps me take stuff that I will go in my head and blow way, way out of proportion just to understand. I only got right now. If I make it till 12 o'clock tonight, thank you, Lord. 12:01 is a new day. Well, I'm asleep on this one. He wake me up. I'll start all over again. Just for today. That'll be Friday if I live to see Friday. I ain't even worried about Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all that. That's y'all. Y'all can worry about that. I'm going to stay right here. Do y'all realize this is the stuff I learned to do over the years to stop from putting a lot of, stress on my life and stuff like that. And this is the same stuff I try to teach my children. My daughter gonna have the nerve to ask me why I ain't call her right. I'm talking about my 27-year-old. I was gonna call her. Somebody ran into the car. The right side of my truck. Light is gone. Not only that, it's the grab bars, pulley bars. It's bent down some. I said, whoever, she told me it was a transportation driver. Hit that car awful goddamn hard. She said she got the police report and everything, but the guy wouldn't give her his information. I said 9 times out of 10, if he didn't give you his information, that's because he probably have issues with tearing up their property. I used to drive. Number one, if I hit your stuff, The insurance going to pay for it. The company going to pay for it either way. So yes, I'm going to give you the information. The only way I won't give you the information unless I'm trying to hide something. So I told my daughter, I said, you talk with them. And if they don't straighten it out, you call me. Because I know what they're supposed to do. She said she got a picture of the driver. She got the tag number, everything. What she had called the police to get a report. She got a report. She sent it to them. So I said, now what they supposed to do, since you can't move the car, it's home, her house. They will send somebody out to do, I was getting ready to say investigator. They will send somebody out to God dang it, rather than her had to take it to get it estimated, they will send somebody out to do it. And I said, they're going to write you a check. If not, and I'm going to give them a certain amount of time. Hello. My name's Slade Copeland. That was my truck. She got the police report. So my goal is to let her do what she got to do because she's seen everything that took place. Then she said, Daddy, there's cameras all around. So he was trying to deny it. I said, don't worry about it. Because number one, the truck messed up. And then guess what? I said, what happened to the light? Where's the light at? My right front light. The whole socket itself is just black. She said she couldn't find it. I said, he took it. It ain't hard. But the reason why I'm saying it because that popped in. I'm going to go get me another truck. Real simple. Once they come out, estimate everything. And she told me that she think the axle messed up on it too. But not just that. When I seen that front little bumper, that piece that you pull stuff with, you can pull. When I seen that bent down, I said he tore his truck up. Now, I'm only saying this because I'm hoping that it's not the other way around. I can only go for what she say, but I'll find out what happened later. Other than that, let me finish this right here. The person in the mirror. Do you truly love who you see? The whole goal with the work that I do, if your self-esteem is low, you got low self-worth, low self-esteem, stuff like that, is to help you build back up on your character and personality and stuff. It's not my job to make a person that already feel down. That's called mental, emotional, and verbal abuse. And a lot of us don't even realize it. So the goal is from me sponsoring men and women and doing what I do with the housing program, I have to recognize certain behaviors in you. Rather you say it out your mouth, I have to recognize rather your self-esteem 9 times out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Yes, gonna need to be rebuilt. Right? So let me go here. I'm damn good at what I do. I don't play when it comes to people's lives. 5 steps in loving and caring for the person in the mirror. 5 steps for loving and caring for the person in the mirror. When I sent this over to ChatGPT, I asked them to put a 5-step process here Because some people don't know how to walk up out of certain situations in life. You got to teach them step by step by step. You can say it and talk all you want. They hear you. But sometimes you got to show them the process. A guy asked me that one time. I was steady talking. I was steady running off of the mouth. He said, I'm out my mouth. He said, no. How did you do it? Step by step. And it took me back. I had to share that process. That's the same way with my children and them when I don't understand certain things, computer-wise or technology-wise. They'll turn around and go to do it. I said, no. You got to show me step by step how to do it myself, because it's not like you're going to always be around me. Duh. Y'all know I'm being sarcastic too, right? So bear with Big Up. Bear with me. Bear. No, that's why they be calling me, you old man, you this, you that. I be like your father. Because some stuff we don't know. That remind me of Lil Steve when I say that. Because when Lil Steve be saying something smart, I be like, boy, your father make me sick. You like, Dad, you is my father. I be like, oh. Well, I apologize. Your stepfather over there with your mother make, Dad, don't do like that. That's how me and Lil Steve play, right? I better not say that to my daughters. But look, the first step, the first process, right? Come on, what is you doing here? What is you doing? What you doing here? So look, the first step, because I'm not like everybody else. I'm gonna put something up, but I'm not gonna do research on it to help you heal from it or grow from it. I don't do that. And then talk around in circles on a topic. Not here. But look, when I asked Chad to do that, the first thing or step or phase or process, accept yourself. I got to make it bigger. Got on readers and still got to make it bigger. Accept yourself. Embrace who you are. It's right there behind me. I'm going to get my bigger head out the way. Okay. Trying to move this up without messing up stuff. I got stands there. Okay. Move my big head out the way. First thing. Accept yourself. Embrace who you are right now. Embrace who you are right now. You are enough. Just as you are. That's the first thing. Second, speak kindly. Your words shape your mind. See how I can sit up here and talk myself? Even though my front teeth not in my mouth, I'm still a handsome goddamn man. I don't care what none of y'all say. I know who I am inside. And I just crossed my legs. Because I'm a man. Choose encouragement over criticism. What you say about me? I'm better than whatever you say. Number 3, nourish your body and mind. Eat well. Rest. Move your body and protect your peace. Wait. Protecting your peace. That's why I'm saying, wait. Whoa, that takes a lot of work. But look, it's a number 4, set boundaries, right? Protect your energy and surround yourself with what lifts you up. Like-minded, God-fearing people. You got to find people that's like spiritually where you at, you know, um, and keep your circle small. I used to hear that a lot, and I used to take it for granted. But now I understand more. You know, get around God-fearing, like-minded people, just people that believe in what you believe in. You know, morals, values, principles, and then on top of that, uh, keep your circle small. Because look, when you have so many, that's where a lot of the confusion and chaos can come in there too. Because it's a bunch of arguing and all of that, right? And I ain't for a lot of that, you know. So it's basically telling you how to guide your life. Now, show yourself love daily. Make time for what brings you joy. You deserve the love you give to others. I can only give you what I have inside. If I'm a miserable person, full of hatred and bitterness and all that type of stuff, I'm only gonna give it back. I'm sorry, Queen. Not up here. Not up here. Not up here. That's totally disrespectful on my platform. Not him. Take that over to somebody else's platform. Don't mind it. It's like you coming in my house, disrespecting my house. I don't play that. Now, you can't truly love others until you learn to love the person inside the mirror. And you know, when I said you can't truly love yourself unless you learn to love the person, when it says in the mirror, first thing my hand went, first place really, inside yourself. Inside yourself. I had to learn that. I had to learn to get to love Steve first, to get to know Steve, right? On a deeper level. When I first got clean, I had to learn to get to love Steve, get to know Steve in order for me to give it back. And now I'm at a point in my life, right? I I give it because this is what I was called to do. I give it to help others. But if I see after a while you taking it for granted, it's not personal. I will back up. But I'm here. How can you love somebody if you don't recognize what love is? That's why I had to teach my kids how to love themselves so they will know how to properly recognize love, affection, attention.
Can I say something about that?
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna have to agree with you because a lot of people don't understand what love really means until you meet somebody who really truly loves you and cares about you and wants to be with you every single day, not here, there. It's just, I think it's just sad anymore because I'm starting to have that issue myself.
I was turning this down. Come on. You know what, Queen? You are loved. Everybody don't deserve what you have to offer.
Nope.
And
I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna say this. The other day, I had an attitude with my partner, and I came straight out and said, "I don't think you know what love is." Then wants to argue back and forth with me and say he does. I said, "Nope, you don't. Until you truly love somebody, meaning is you want to spend every second of the day with that person. That is what love is." I used to say back in the day when I was younger, I used to say people throw love around like it was a ball of twine. But no, until you truly love someone, that's that's what it should be about.
let me ask you this. In that case, I'm gonna show you this. And you gotta look at it with healthy love. Was he taught how to love healthy? And I'm asking you that because you already know how his father treated his mother.
Yeah, I see it. I do. I truly do see it because he doesn't know how to treat his mother.
So wait a minute, right there. So how do he know how to treat you? He treated you the same way he treated his mother. He watched what his father did.
And the God honest truth, his own father doesn't love his mother. Anybody who allows to have their wife sit at home and watch their dogs goes away, like, what kind of conscience do you have?
So his father, wait a minute. His father didn't take his wife on vacation with him.
Nope.
Okay. Thank you. That's why he didn't take you.
Yep. Because he sees.
You shouldn't have said that too easy, like, because by you saying that, yup, that fast, like it's okay. Nope, that's very, very unhealthy.
No. I told him the other day, I said, it's not healthy for what you do, for leaving me behind and going. And then wants to throw the whole money situation in front of me. I'm like, you shouldn't worry about where I get my money from and how I'm working and how I'm doing this and how I'm doing that. You should be privileged that you have somebody who can put up with your bull crap.
You are the one subjecting yourself to that punishment.
And I said it today.
Hold up. You steady talking. You subjecting yourself to that punishment. Do you think, hold up, do you think if I meet wife number 3, I'm going to put up with this?
No.
Bye. You're right. Bye. You know why? Because look, once you've been through it before and you recognize what it is, you do not subject yourself to it.
Correct.
So now, guess what? You don't justify nobody's madness, sickness, or none of that. I did not know. Listen to what you just said. I did not know his father didn't take his wife. So now it completely I really understand it even more.
Yep.
If he didn't take his wife, why you think the son gonna take you? But no, you'll break your neck to go over there and be with him and all this and that. Catch you next. Well, we're going to Hawaii in December, and you can't go because my dad ain't taking my mom, and I'm not taking you.
Well, to be honest, they ain't going anywhere else this year.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you.
I know.
Is what you subjecting yourself to. Now, my goal is, Queen, listen to learn and learn while you're listening, because you keep allowing yourself to tolerate that sickness, that madness. And it's not him, Queen. He already letting you know what he's about. So it's not him. It's you. You the problem, not him. Because he being who he is. You trying to fix yourself to be who he wants you to be. No.
And I did. I told him today. I said, I'm not going to justify myself to everything what you do. And then he had an attitude with me, and I was like, well, you know what? I got to go. So I hung up the phone.
You lucky I'm a Christian man, because I was going to say, block him. No, not block him. I'm not saying block him. I'm saying the way F him.
Yeah.
Him. Lord, because you deserve better. I already know you deserve.
I know. But I'm not going to sit there and cuss somebody else.
I would. God dang it, I'm hurt. So look. Anytime I got to subject myself to that, I know I got to go. Nowhere in the world. And now, I appreciate what you said, because he's only giving back. Now it's up to you. He's only giving back to you what he watched his father give to his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And that's disrespect. So if you watch that day, he think it's normal. He think it's something normal to do.
That's like when my father takes me, and he sees everything that goes on, because he even said the same thing to me by himself, and he says, I never met a man in my life ever do that to his wife.
Candy.
And that's my own father saying something.
Candy, you like my daughter. You just like my daughter to me. And I will find a way in our conversation to lay her ass out. Because number one, now look, I said that because she has to really look inside of herself and realize she deserves better. That's all. Why are you going to keep chasing somebody that can't provide for you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually the way you would want, and then want to sit back and try to justify their behaviors to make it right? No, the heck I won't.
I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm done justifying everything, because again, I'm not. I have I have too much right now. I have too much going on. Because today I had to go with my aunt, because she had appointments. It has more tomorrow, and he doesn't understand what it's like to be a caregiver.
He ain't got to.
Nope.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because he don't. I mean, you doing what you do. He don't have to understand the reason why you doing what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all. You keep doing what you doing because you helping somebody. He living with his mom and his dad. He asked to go call him for me. Now, how old is he again? Sorry, son of a black.
He's 36 years old. Stays in the basement.
Call him. You living in your damn parents' household. You 36 years old. Why you ain't got your own place?
you know, I said the same thing the other day. I said, how many times have you been out on your own?
Now, I want to tell him that. Then you call yourself a man.
I said, and I did. I said it. I said, how many times have you been out on your own? I said, none. I've been out on my own 6 times. I said, when the 7th time comes around, that's going to be it. That will be it.
I was 10 years old, cooking, cleaning, ironing, washing clothes. And I'm going to tell some of y'all something that's looking. We had the wash machine with it with the 2 rotor things that you put your clothes through to rinse them. I mean, to dry, you know, to kind of dry them out. I remember them days. I remember we used to do the scrub board. So now y'all know I come from roof kind of. Let me stop. Y'all know I come from roots.
I'm in that era too now.
Roots.
I remember them.
We had an outside wash machine too, so don't y'all try to just take over that.
And I remember washing them out of the tubs and stuffuses. So
I ain't
when
go to scrub board, Steve, you went way too
well,
far
the I remember the scrub boards.
I went square boards.
Yeah.
Just to make sure your clothes got washed real good. Yeah, you did them by hand like that on the scrub board. Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, see, OG ain't nothing like me. Because when I used to put the clothes through the wringer like that, the 2 rotor things, I had to make sure I didn't put my fingers in there. See my fingers? The other half didn't grow.
Because you would definitely lose a finger if your ass ain't careful.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Cause you see, OG jealous. See?
jealous.
Yeah. Cause I was born. He's jealous. I was born handicapped, and I can still do this. He mad because he can't do that with his rifle.
You want to give me a half a stub? He gives me a half a bird.
Y'all gonna have me over here choke on a cookie.
And then look, if you don't like that, you can take these.
Oh my God. Night, these sound calm down. You about like me.
Girl, I'm on the floor. What the hell are you talking about?
I used to tell, look, I used to tell the drivers,
Give
right?
me a half a bird. What the hell?
I used to tell the drivers, if I give you this finger, that means I love you. Look, OG, if I give you this, that means I don't like you. They wouldn't do nothing but bust out laughing because I would lift this hand up. They said, Steve, you crazy. I said, y'all know I love y'all.
Hell, that's why we just left our asses off. I was on the floor rolling. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you was over there choking and everything. I'm like, I hope he okay.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm actually a little elevated, so I'm really feeling good today.
Oh, that's good.
What you mean you elevated? They gave you some pain pills.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. They gave me my pain pills.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good now.
I know you are.
Brother ain't feeling no kind of pain.
I know you are. Because I'm going to tell you, I know you got your mouth operated on. Look, look, I just knew when they cut the tip of my toe off, I just knew I was going to hurt. I was looking around. Where the pain? Where the pain? I wasn't feeling shit. But look, excuse me, Faith, but that's the only time for us as recovering addicts that we know in time of illness, right? When you have an operation, sometimes the pain is so unbearable. Where you be like, give me that pill. Thank
But
you.
only under
The
doctor's
doctor.
care.
Yep. Thank you, OG.
We're allowed to do what we
Thank
are
you.
allowed to do. medically.
Right. Because now, thank you, OG, because once they give you something, and say like it might be a 10-day, 30-day supply, you take it as scheduled. Once you out, you out. But your mind will take, boy, call and get a refill. Because they keep giving it to you. But the thing is, my biggest fear, because I heard so many people talk about how they started out and they, end up becoming addicted to the pills. And when I used to hear talk like that, that would scares me. It would scare me. But I thank God, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When they took the tip of my toe this time, I didn't feel nothing. And they were shocked. I'm like, no, I don't feel it. I don't feel no pain from it. You sure, Mr. Copeland? I'm like, mm-mm. So if you don't, and I learned that just from being clean and everything, family. If you don't have to take stuff, don't mess with it. Because in your mind, and I can only say this, hey, Ted, I can only say this, right? Sometimes your mind will tell you you got a downer, right? But boy, some cocoa leaf will go good with this, huh? Where'd that come from?
You know.
I'm telling you. I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
way the mind thinks.
I'm telling you.
That's the enemy trying to coach you back on it.
You see how I went around? I'm like, huh? Boy, you some. It's like you already got the downer, but that's all you need is the upper. You can go speedball again. Like,
nah, brother, we good.
You get it, OG? I'm telling you, your mind will do that to you. Your mind will do that to you. And it will justify why you need to refill and refill and refill. And then you hear people saying now, because they caught up with, it's just sedating that the feeling. It's sedating it, right? The pain is gone, but they still trying to feel something different. And God knows I can thank you, OG, because if you never been like us, you probably won't really understand. But I know a lot of people through this process relapse only because they had to end up taking medication for their pain, and they got addicted to the medicine.
And see, when I went yesterday to go get seen, she says, well, do you have any more pain pills? And I'm like, you know what? To be honest, the last pain pill didn't even do anything to me. I'm still in a lot of pain. And this, that, and the other. So she turned around and she said, well, I can give you some more. And I can give you, the Norcos. I'm like, okay, cool. So she gave me the Norcos. I'm okay. The pain is going away slowly because when you have jaw surgery, that shit hurts.
That's why I was shocked.
Literally. So they told me I had to be careful so I don't crack my jaw.
That's why I was shocked. That's why I was shocked, because toothaches and stuff like that. Ooh.
Well, at least one thing, I ain't got to worry about toothaches no more. So what the hell? I ain't never had to worry about that for since I was 24.
Can you, OG, please, because I've been a virgin for 7 years.
Yeah, right.
So by you not having no teeth, right? Because I used to tell people. I used to
have a whole set at one point.
But look, OG, I used to tell people it's only 2 times I take my teeth out. Faith, clog your ears up. When I eat.
I'm waiting to see what you about to say. Jesus. Okay.
When I eat and when I eat.
You horrible. Okay.
It's only 2 times I take my teeth out when I eat. He ain't got to worry about it because he ain't got no. He ain't got what? No, stop. He ain't got to worry about it because he ain't got none. So he always licking.
Oh yeah, always. No less.
I'm close to my virgin ears over here.
I can see OG now. Come here, give me that. Come here, come here, let me.
Nah, I don't tell nobody no secrets.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of these women on this on these TikTok platforms, right?
Hold up now. Hold on. What you mean?
I ain't talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Stop taking it personal. Then again, you might fit in that category.
Ooh. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
I hope not.
You see this right here? See my bird? See my bird?
Mm-hmm.
And I be talking about wanting to feel that splash all over my bird deck, like they don't even know what the heck I'm talking about.
You know what?
In fact, they be acting like they don't know what I'm talking about. I be like, what?
That's why I know I just shaved, just for that reason. I don't want to get nobody no hair burns down there. Is you nuts?
Look, when mine was a little bit longer, right?
You got to do it properly without nothing down there.
I got you, OG, but look, when mine was a little bit longer, my beard and everything, now y'all know now, mind you, and OG, you better stop playing with me because I haven't stepped in a while. But look, I'm like, I want to get my beard splashed. Because I mean, I'm bigger now, right? The beard wise. And I'm like, I can't wait to. Faith, cover your goddamn ears.
I am. I just got off mute.
So, because any woman that comes in my life, you better know what to expect.
That's how I kept my wife happy.
Look, how long were y'all?
Very happy. Very happy.
And look, I be doing this too. They be like, "What are you doing? And you married? Or you in a you y'all don't know what that is? No." I be like, "Ew, no wonder ain't nobody."
Oh Jesus, y'all too much.
And I'm talking about, look, some of them be women my age, and I'm like, y'all don't know that spot. And then look,
you see I'm not commenting. Face, I'm trying to be cool.
I was telling them.
I think it was certain times to where it was just simple. You know, it was doing what it was supposed to do.
But see, the thing what I'm saying with that too, let me see what's happening. The thing I'm saying with that too, I was telling some women, I said, you gotta teach a man. I'm not gonna go down there and stay no half an hour. If I can, which I don't, I'm just saying 5 minutes. Because the goal is to go down there, hit it right, and bam. And then I'll go back again. But if it takes you like a half an hour or so, and I'm down there like, trying to get you, it's like, no. Because to me, I'm not doing something right to get you to go boom. Now, I can share that on my stuff. But guess what? That's where I'm at. But I be thinking a lot of women, you already know your body. You already know your spot. You get me? How long it might take you personally for yourself. I'm just saying. Because you can teach that man. And that's what I was telling them. Teach the man how to get you to the point where you won't have to be down there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 24 hours.
No, that's the problem. Women are too scared to teach us when we should already know in the first place how to love you, how to pleasure you, and everything else.
Everybody not the same.
That's stupid. Exactly. For me, I know how to hit pleasure spots, this, that, and the other for myself, with my own experience. So therefore, it's no problem with me trying to pleasure a woman quickly.
I'm going to tell you, I'm starting, I might flip that butt over. Because I want to work my way down, but you got to be turned on. You got to be amazed. Because when I go there, just to go, I already want you to be at that high spot. Because if I'm down there too long, I'm telling you now, if you take too long to wet my beard down, I ain't gonna go there again. I don't care if you my wife. Check out what I'm saying. Read in between the lines. Take a long time. I ain't stepping. Now, and if there's other ways that we can do things, Queen, to get you to splash, that's what I want you to do. Because it might not be straight out this, but the goal is I want you to splash. And I be on Faith, we be on platforms with grown-ups. They sound like they at McDonald's in the drive-through line with dates and everything. I'm like, where in the world these people come from? What planet they come from?
You said they going on a date to McDonald's?
No, the way they be talking like they at the McDonald's in the fast lane, ordering from the kids menu. Adults. I just be listening to people, and it's like I don't know if people know how to vet. Number one, you give out each other numbers if y'all interested in that sense. Sometimes you can give a person your number, say a couple of hours, couple of days, week. You might realize I'm not interested in them like that. Right? Y'all might realize that. That's the point of getting to know each other a little bit like that. That's how you vet. Then this right here. If I'm talking to Faith, and the goal is if I'm gonna take her to dinner, if I'm gonna take her out, she already know. Now, it's just dinner. If it's something deeper to like smacks around, take it from there. We're gonna have that conversation way before we go out. So we'll have at least a little understanding of where we both at the time, in case it happens. But it doesn't have to happen the first time. But at least we talked about it. So we might go out to dinner here, then here, then here. But little by little by little, we doing certain things to get to know each other, likes and dislikes and stuff. What turns you on, what turns you off, so that individual know what to do and what not to do. Y'all make me think y'all don't understand this. And I don't be sitting up here. I'm not like everybody else. I don't go on these dating sites and the woman be in California and I'm in Baltimore City and then I'm gonna catch a lift all the way out to California. Like some of y'all do on TikTok. I don't do, well, only thing I'm saying, I don't do long distance relationship. It might sound good in the beginning. It's like, well, I'm not moving out of Baltimore City. Are you moving out of Texas? Well, I'm not moving out of Baltimore City. Is you going to move out of Africa and come to America? Well, you better make sure you get your paperwork together and documents and all of that to bring your butt here. Why would y'all want to set up a date with me and I'm in America? And then y'all want to send me your naked pictures and want me to look at them and stuff like that. I don't want your goddamn pictures. I'm going to block your butt. Delete, block. The moment you sit back and say, can I have your WhatsApp number? Nope, your what's out of here now. No, that's my personal business stuff. When I say business LLC stuff, it's not for me to be sitting up here, hey girl, where you at? Well, I'm not catching the Greyhound bus there. Okay. I ain't that desperate. Never been that. What she dropped? Why you drop? What? Why you drop? Faith? You know I'm gonna pick with you now. You must be in Africa somewhere. No, let me stop. But no, seriously though, seriously, I listen to a lot of people, right? And if you're not somewhere where I could see you and touch you, I don't touch certain things. I just don't. I know some people might have found great love on some of these sites and stuff like that. I don't get all into that. You know, And it's a dating site in Baltimore. They send me stuff all the time. But the reason why I'm saying that, family, even though they send me stuff, right, I might look at certain pictures. Wait a minute, family. Do 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 do. Bu- I know. Did you click it off? Yeah, I'm live again, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Look, I love y'all, Be More City. I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here, cause it went black.